Wake up!
Frank's up. How about you?
Hey, I just remembered this. This should not be the first thing that comes out of my mouth for a Friday morning show.
Uh-huh.
But I just remembered, and I need to make sure that Brad knows. Hey, you got to wait for Brad to put his headphones on.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wednesday, next week, I can't come into work.
Why not?
Just a heads up. So, Christine, good news for you. That means you don't need to come in either.
I won't.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Brad, on the other hand.
There's no way I will.
Yeah.
Damn it. Why can't you run the board and I can go out drinking on Tuesday night? Like drinking on Tuesdays?
You mean Christine, Brad?
Yeah.
Oh, because I didn't know who you were talking to.
It's so funny. I just,
I know.
because I'll never figure it out. I'm too dumb, I guess, or whatever.
What can't you do?
Run the board. I can't do that.
Oh, no,
It's not
stop.
so dumb.
Listen, hold on. I can't. This is like the ultimate in excuse making.
I know.
She also accompanied her excuse with a hand gesture.
Yes.
Yeah.
The wave.
She did a wave like
no.
that. Like
It's beneath me.
Yeah, I'm too good for that.
Yeah.
I am good at other stuff.
Come on.
Listen,
You're taking it one giant step back for all women. You're basically saying that women can't do a man's job.
You want
I
equality,
know.
but you don't want to do equal work. I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we were saying this at the Piggly Wiggly in the 80s. All these girls who want equality, we'll start bagging some groceries then.
Yeah.
Let me run the register.
Right.
Nobody wants that.
No.
They're doing paving in our neighborhood, and that's the day where I'm black-topped into my house and can't leave.
Yes.
My wife originally wasn't going to have to work, and we were just going to call it a snow day.
Yeah,
and,
sounds like fun.
Yeah, and we were all going to just like hang out at the house, close all the drapes, do a movie marathon, get a bunch of food so nobody has to go anywhere.
That's so great. Hunker down.
Yeah.
But then my wife has to work. She found out a couple days ago.
So how are the people in your neighborhood getting out of your subdivision?
Yeah,
How are
because
you
other
guys-
people don't have the luxury of just being able to be like, I'll take
Call
one
it
of my
off,
unlimited vacation days.
That's right. Yeah, I've got unlimited vacation days that I can just take whenever I fancy.
Pretty much.
Yeah. They're running a shuttle. They're running a shuttle, and they're expecting you to park your car in a lot off-site somewhere, and then get a shuttle back to the front of the neighborhood.
That's weird.
And then you've got to walk sidewalks to your house.
Oh, this is
Sidewalks?
really weird.
Like a peasant?
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, you can walk on the street. I guess you know. I mean, yeah. You don't think you have to walk on the sidewalk. Marana law enforcement isn't gonna cuff you and stuff you because you're not walking on the sidewalk.
I bet they will.
I don't think.
Hold on
I don't
a
know.
minute.
I know. There's a good chance they might.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my question. A lot of roads get paved without shutting down everything and keeping people from leaving their house or having to take a shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't they doing it like that?
Right. Sounds like shenanigans.
Well,
I wonder.
Well, they're blacktopping and repaving our roads.
Right?
Each neighborhood, it goes from July 20th to the 31st.
Right?
Our particular section of our neighborhood gets blacktopped on the last day, the 31st, which is next Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if you need to pave top an entire subdivision. I've never been part of this process before.
Why? But don't like in my neighborhood, they do one side of the street first, and then they do the other side of the street, so that cars can still go in and out.
Yes,
and it's easy.
That's exactly what they do.
So it's not.
I should have brought my.
It's just weird.
I should have brought my letter. There's a letter, and
you're gonna need it.
On one side of the letter, it's filled with words, and on the other side of the letter, it's filled with maps. With color codes for the streets and the days that they're getting blacktopped.
Yeah, I mean, I believe you. I just don't think they've thinking this through very well.
Hold on, Christine.
Seems weird.
It's really important to me that beef vegan believe me. So whatever I can do to convince them, I'm not fibbing.
I'd like to see, I'd like to see that pamphlet or whatever. It's just like, Miranda, you guys are doing it wrong. I mean, why don't you do it like everyone else in the country?
Everybody can go to work.
I love how you guys know how municipalities blacktop subdivision neighborhoods.
Well, I mean,
you guys both act like you're like experts.
Haven't you lived in a?
where you guys like have like all the knowledge in the world
I've
how
seen
people
streets-
blacktop neighborhoods and stuff.
I've seen streets repaved, and it seems like a waste of money to get a shuttle, right? It's a waste of money to rent a shuttle all day and night, just actually for like almost 2 weeks for these neighborhoods to shuttle people back and forth is stupid. Doesn't make sense.
And such a tremendous inconvenience for people who, like you say, like can't go to work.
It's a good thing that it wasn't like a whole 10 days that we had to not use a car, because that's what my wife thought it was at first.
I would think that too. Yeah.
And I had to explain to her, no, honey, look on the back. There's a map. She goes, what are we gonna do?
It's like you're just kind of like hunkered down for a hurricane or something. Yeah.
That's what, it's like you got a snowstorm, babe.
Well, they let us have electricity?
Yeah.
Nope, the Russian said no.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe.
I'm coming back from the grocery store with a big old bag of cans of soup.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. But still, they should do one side at a time. I agree with you, Christine.
I don't get it.
I don't understand why you guys aren't running the blacktop division.
Me neither. Obviously, there's just some dummy in Marana that goes, we're going to have to shut down the whole street.
Yeah.
There's no other way to do it.
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, I feel like if this radio thing doesn't work out, I could always get a job at the city of Marana, and they just entry level.
Yeah. They'll get you started.
Brad, we're going to go to Marana and just blow their mind.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, buckle up. Guess what?
Yeah.
What if I told you?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can only do one half of the street and not hire a shuttle.
What? No. Let's talk about playing fetch with your dogs on grass. If you guys are going to work for the town of Marana,
I know. What if we went?
I just want to know. I want to know, when can I play fetch with my dogs? That's what I want to know.
Guess what, guys? Listen up. What if we had little fobs on a little patch of grass, and then people paid membership to a little dog park? What? And then we could make money, and then we'd pay for the paving. What?
Can I tell you? Can I tell you what was told to me?
What?
About
the dog park idea?
Because what you're talking about is a members-only dog park.
Super smart.
Which was my idea to the town of Marana.
Yeah.
It was told to me, the idea was presented, but it'll never happen. And I go, really? What's that? Why not? Oh, well, there'd have to be oversight. Somebody would have to be in charge of the members-only dog park where there's another huge stream of revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't hire someone just based on all the revenue you bring in from the members-only dog parks. Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Just pay a guy that... Okay. Oh, my God. Is everybody in Marana, are they robots? I don't get it. But, okay.
So, anyway, they're blacktopping the roads. And... and I'm not coming in next Wednesday.
Yeah.
We'll have to gather something.
I'm actually reading about it on the town of Marana website. They're talking about it and what they're doing. And Frank is not lying.
Thank you.
And it is weird. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, of course you're not lying. I know you weren't, but I just want to make sure Brad understands. Like, you've got it right. That is what's happening.
I love how you had the foresight to look it up.
Yeah.
I never would have thought to ask someone, hey, go to the Town of Marana website, and there you'll get all the proof you need, Brad.
Yeah.
It's not really proof that I needed either. It was just like, I just can't understand, and I still can't really get why they're doing it this way. I don't get it. I just don't. It's weird, but they are.
Yeah.
I can look at it. I'm seeing it. I see the map here.
She's seeing it.
Yeah.
She's looking at the map, Brad.
It's real.
Weird.
Send him the link. Put it in the group chat.
I'm not your boss. Send it to Mac. This is why.
I'm not talking to Mac.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I talked to Razor yesterday about it, and he's like, oh, you're good.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
What's Mac doing anyway? Where is he?
Oh, yeah, he's home for the next couple
days.
Why?
Why is he home?
His wife is bailed on him for the weekend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's doing...
So you got to be home with the kids.
Doing a fun lady thing.
Oh, my God, he's Mr. Mom for the weekend.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Oh, his house is a mess. He's probably got like Cheerios all over.
Oh, yeah.
Put the blankie in the oven and it started a fire.
What?
Because he's trying to dry. You ever see Mr. Mom?
No.
All right. Well, it's funny.
He puts a blankie in the oven.
Or they look for the whoopee. They lose the whoopee. It's a big
goddamn whoopee.
It's a subplot. It's fantastic. Michael Keaton.
All right, 6:11.
Yes.
Happy Friday. I'm looking forward to a weekend. My wife said, "Hey, will you have any exciting weekend plans?" This is my wife to me last night.
Yeah.
Do you have any weekend plan? What's your weekend party plan?
Like she's a coworker.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Hey, sees you at the water cooler, aka the fridge.
Yeah. Did you tell her, like, oh, yeah, I'm actually just going to stay home and bang all weekend? You could have been your plans, no? Oh, really? Come on.
What?
It would have been great to tell her those are your plans. And then she's like, oh.
Oh, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, you're right. That's all he has to do.
Yeah.
What? Says tell my wife that I'm going to be having sex?
Yeah, all weekend. And then she goes, oh.
Oh.
And then, then the porno music plays and magic happens.
I don't know about that.
No.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, not if you don't put it out there in the universe.
No. Oh, okay, Brittany.
Frank has a vision board that's all just Playboy and hustlers.
Yeah.
Cutouts.
Anytime I hear someone talking about putting things out in the universe, it reminds me of Britney Spears.
Okay, Brittany.
Seriously, it's any just white lady named Brittany that is.
Okay, Becky.
Yeah, it does fit.
I just put it out in the universe.
I just put it out there, and whatever you put out there, it'll come back tenfold.
It's just meant to be or not. It's just meant to be, I guess.
Well, if you love someone, let them go. All right, 6:13. We'll get a break, and then we'll come back and get some headlines going. What do you think?
All right, that sounds good.
Rudy Giuliani. Okay.
Oh, yeah, the divorce getting super petty.
Margot Robbie says Quentin Tarantino's foot fetish is justified. All right.
About time.
Scooter Braun's talking about Taylor Swift. Okay. Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, I love it when she's talking goop.
Oh.
She's talking about, this is great advice for white ladies from Gwyneth.
Yeah.
So if we've got any white ladies listening.
Oh, I wonder if we do.
You'll want to stick around.
Mm-hmm.
Woodstock 50. This thing's a mess, and there's an update.
They got to quit talking about it.
Well, they've got a new location, and it's not anywhere near
Woodstock.
Yeah. It's not even in New York.
Right.
So, what else? P. Diddy? What?
And Steve Harvey's daughter.
Oh, my God. Diddy and Steve Harvey's stepdaughter, it says.
What?
Okay. And then Gordon Ramsay, in a comparison I made the other day to Anthony Bourdain, I don't know that Gordon heard me.
Yeah.
But now he's addressing the comparisons. I guess I wasn't the only one.
I'm sure not.
All right.
Yep.
Headlines next. Don't go away.
96.1 KLPX. More Frank on the way.
And now, in our society, we call this Frank Show Entertainment News.
A lot of times when you're going through some mental struggles, you stop doing the things that used to give you joy, and you stop going places that used to make you happy.
Oh my God, the last thing you said to us is so good. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to get it tattooed on my arm.
I'm suffering.
Right here.
What was it I said? I'm suffering
from depression, you F. Like on my wrist where I would cut myself.
You F's?
Yeah. That's the way he said it. Just like Brad, the way he said it was just like he's got so much like he was just getting it out. Oh, it was amazing.
We're just trying to help. You go out and live.
Yeah, we're just trying to help.
Yeah, and you guys are pissing me off too. Cut it out.
Oh, come on, baby. It's just we just want you to live.
I'm living.
No.
Yeah, I played golf yesterday. I got out of the house.
No, that's the life of an 80-year-old. You could do that when you're old and gray.
Would you look at my face?
Okay, well, older and grayer.
By the way, real quick, I got to tell you a funny story. The Face app where you process the photo and it makes you look 80.
Yes.
We posted that on the Frank Show Facebook page. We all did it.
Yep.
Last night, I have a text exchange with my mother on my phone.
Yes.
In Indiana. But my mother thinks that text exchange that she's having is with my wife.
Right. she Sharp. Nothing gets past her or her box of wine.
So, yeah.
I know.
So,
yeah.
my mother doesn't realize that she's been communicating with me.
That's great. I love it.
Back and forth. So last night I had the idea that I would send that aged face app photo to my mother.
Make her head explode.
And make her think that's what I look like now because she hasn't seen me in a while. And that photo of me would be accompanied with a text from my wife saying, I've been asking Frank to use some face cream, but he won't listen.
He needs moisturizer.
Yeah.
and my wife and I couldn't stop laughing for like 5 minutes over that last night.
Oh, my God. That is so hysterical. You know what? And you could even say, like, do you think I should... can you guys just pray for him? He's just aging at an alarming rate.
So
I think you guys are right. The devil is inside Frank. Yeah. What else could be making him turn white like this?
Anyway,
oh my God,
this stuff made me laugh pretty hard last night. Rudy and Judy Giuliani, they're divorcing, and their split has gotten pretty frosty. The divorce settlement has devolved into a wreck the halls battle.
Oh, no.
Judy is accusing Rudy of swiping her Christmas decorations, and he griped that she took his cable box.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. The Christmas in July fight erupted in Manhattan's divorce court as the one-time power couple turned from battling over millions of dollars in assets to more pressing issues, the whereabouts of her colossal toy soldiers and his TV remotes.
Oh,
holy.
geez.
Can you imagine having to be a judge in this?
Oh, snooze fest.
I would just say, will I be disbarred from being a judge if I backhand the former mayor?
Both of them?
Well, I don't know. She's a lady. I'll give her a pass.
She does love her.
Rudy.
Christmas, yeah.
Rudy. If anybody needs a backhand, it's Rudy. He made an appearance on Fox and Friends the other day.
Yes.
I will tell you, there's a makeup artist at Fox News that's part of the resistance.
I think you're right.
Because there's somebody that's making these people up, and they're looking like ass clowns.
It clowns for sure. Yeah. How many people have had weird spray hair or
Steve Miller?
Yeah.
Now Rudy Giuliani.
They just look a little orange sometimes. They just look weird.
Yeah. I saw in one commercial break last night 2 commercials for the same movie. It's almost like the commercial break was bookended by a commercial for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, so yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, they're really pounding out the ads.
Everywhere in L.A., there are billboards. I was just in L.A. like a couple weeks ago, and it's just filled with them everywhere.
Well, it's not a spoiler to say that there's multiple shots of bare feet in this new film from Quentin.
Yeah, it just happens all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
He loves it.
Well, he says, Quentin Tarantino, he says that it's his thing. He says, here's a quote from Quentin, "I'm the foot effing master." Just ask Uma Thurman, Bridget Fonda, Rosario Dawson, and everyone else in his Not Safe for Work video.
Yeah, is that how they got the roles?
Yeah.
You know, he did work for the Weinstein Company. He's like, let me
shoes.
foot F you.
Oh, this is weird.
Yeah. How does Quentin foot bang? Get out of here.
You can. You could do that. I'll send you links.
I don't need a link, Brad.
Okay, because there's videos on
No, we don't. We're not asking how's that happen.
Yeah,
we're all adults, but we're mean like how does that have any? Like, there's not even been any accusations of him being weird like that.
No.
Except for
He just said he's the foot effing master.
He's the foot effing master.
And then ask these ladies. And it's like,
women don't feel like he's sexually harassing them.
Yeah, and the women aren't asking to copulate with him with their feet. So stop talking about foot effing.
We don't know that.
I don't want to talk. He does these things, and I can't stand the sound of his voice, Christine. You make him stop.
I know. Oh, come on.
Is this better?
You're just irritated because he's in a tank top, babe.
That's too.
It. That's all it is. You just saw him in a tank top.
I saw him in a tank top, and then he's like talking.
He's taking us to the gun show today, and we don't want to go.
Not taking me to any show.
You got free passes. Don't worry.
God.
But he won't cast someone who has ugly feet.
You just look like you're from Florida today, Brad. It's so funny.
Gwyneth Paltrow would like you to know that as you age, this is fantastic. This is like every single, at least halfway attractive woman that has their social media timelines filled with inspirational quotes.
Oh, yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow would like you to know that as you age, your outer beauty fades, but your inner beauty will start to emerge, or something like that. So is this pig telling all these women that when you're young and beautiful, you're only capable of being a giant C? What's going on?
I'm so...
And I just paid $5,400 to attend this Goop weekend conference. Thank you. What happens to your identity as a woman if you're not effable?
Yeah.
Gwyneth asked.
I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Why is she talking? I mean,
this is her beauty closet podcast that she's doing on her Goop site. Goop. She's 46. She explains how she feels about her appearance as she grows older. Fascinating.
Oh, gross.
She began, I've been considered to be this woman, beautiful woman. One of the co-hosts interjected.
Ew.
I've been considered, not by everyone. It's a weird thing to be. I mean, I don't mean in a pejorative way, objectified, but, sort of like cast as something in, put in a box. Oh, why am I quoting Gwyneth Paltrow?
Oh, this is so sad.
I'm suffering from depression, you Fs.
Oh, God.
God damn it.
No one's ever... Stop it!
Stop slicing. No.
No one's ever said that I'm not a conventionally hot lady, but to say like, well, who are you when you can't get bangable? What does that even mean?
That means women don't have any worth if they're not attractive. That's the message pigs like Gwyneth are sending to other non-pig ladies that are just sad they're not gorgeous.
And she is sending that message, even though she's trying to say that
that's what I just said.
No, she's trying to say that is not her message. But
she's dumb.
Right.
She's dumb. She doesn't know what her message is.
Oh, my God.
It's like if you still want to hold on to your outer beauty, $5,000 for the weekend.
You want to hold on to your outer broody.
Your negative sticks.
Hey, sometimes people mess up words, man.
It'd be funnier if you said, sometimes people mess up words, man.
Whatever. You make fun of me now, but with my vocabulary, I could be a politician someday.
You sure could.
That's right.
You talk as every bit as good as a third grader.
Exactly.
Gordon Ramsay, he says comparisons between Uncharted and Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations are incorrect.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got no patience. Gordon has no patience for comparisons between his new show, Uncharted, and the late Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations. Here's why he has no patience for it. Because it's a ripoff. And people can tell right away it's a ripoff. So he's got to be vehement in his denials that it's not a ripoff.
I thought it wasn't a ripoff in that he judges the people with his white supremacy and his ethnocentric views
about white supremacy, but definitely
it is sort of that way.
White. Well, he's a white male.
Yeah,
so what else?
That's what I mean. Well, Anthony Bourdain too. You know what? He loved everybody.
I got a great idea for a podcast. I was thinking about this last night. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. It's a podcast, and it'll just be called A Unique White Male Perspective.
Hot takes with a white guy. I love it. Yeah. I mean,
like mayonnaise sandwiches. Am I right?
He's judging them. He's got a weird attitude about what he's doing, and it's different because I thought it was just about barbecue, outside cooking.
Here's what he's doing. This is what Gordon's doing, different from Anthony.
Okay.
Anthony being presented with a mason jar filled with whiskey and geckos would go, oh, well, explain to me what the geckos do to the whiskey.
Yeah.
Presented to Gordon, Gordon's like, oh.
Ew.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And then the Laotian woman that's standing there and is like, oh, well, that's the way we do it.
Yeah, making her
She's
feel
making
bad.
them feel weird for having their culture. That's not what Tony did.
Yep, I guess I'm stupid. I'm putting a gecko in this whiskey. I guess I'm dumb.
Mm-hmm. I guess 6,000 years of our culture doing this is weird, I reckon.
Not good enough for you. All right. Well, anyway, try it anyway because we got to get through this.
Yeah. Oh, and then and then you do the thing where you're like, oh, that's not bad. Yeah. Shut up, Gordon.
You'd think a guy that's cooked like that would know more.
Stupid. Gordon refused to be at the birth of his first child because it happened to be at the exact same time the new Michelin stars were being awarded.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But you know what's weird about this guy is that he brags about that. Like, this is something that it's not like he said it in an interview, goes, my biggest regret was that I wasn't there for my kid because I wanted to go find out the Michelin stars.
Right.
He was bragging about it.
Yeah, he's like, I love what I do so much.
Mm-hmm, I
love it more than
kid.
this little brat.
Yes.
Right.
And that's awful.
Here's more Frank on 96.1 KLPX.
Yeah, so there's a section on Reddit called "Am I the A-hole?"
I love this one.
Am
I read it all the time.
Am I the a-hole? It's described as a place where you can finally find out if you were wrong in an argument that's been bothering you.
Yeah.
Basically, people describe a negative situation that they're in, and users comment with whether or not they acted like an a-hole, and things can get pretty heated. Here's a tweet from Chrissy Teigen. I've been reading the I'm sorry, let me try again.
Mm-hmm.
Chrissy Teigen tweeted, I've been reading the Am I the A-hole section of Reddit for truly 6 hours now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, yesterday, somebody submitted a post, a restaurant server submitted a post, and the situation they described has thousands of people arguing in the comments section. So strap in. I don't know why so many people are commenting.
It's kind of a hot thing if it's the one I'm thinking of.
It's kind of clear cut to me. It all started when a group of 4 women came into the waiter's restaurant and ordered cocktails.
Yep.
During my shift last night, a group of 4 women in their late 20s came in. They were a pleasure to have as customers. They ordered 4 of our house cocktails to start with and then went over the menu for their entrees. All right. But then everything went to hell when the server overheard one of the women say she was 14 weeks along. Mm-hmm. The server kept eavesdropping and writes that it was clear to me that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay. So when the woman ordered another round of drinks, the server secretly took matters into her own hands. This time I went to the bartender and I asked him to make one of them a virgin cocktail. He was confused, but since he's a good friend of mine, I told him, just trust me. And as the woman ordered more cocktails, the server kept swapping them out for virgin ones.
Yep.
I figured that since she didn't notice, things were okay.
Yeah.
But when it came time to pay the bill, the server panicked a little bit and realized that the bartender had marked each of the women's drinks virgin on the receipt.
Ah, that idiot.
Hot.
The woman noticed, asked the waiter about it, and a tense confrontation ensued. Management got involved, and the server was put on leave until further notice.
Oh.
My manager also informed me that I could get the restaurant in serious trouble for discrimination. And upon examination of my state's laws, she's correct.
That's right.
Wow.
Okay, so the server asked Reddit, were they acting like an a-hole?
Well, no, there's a little part, too, that you missed. When she has a confrontation with the lady outside, the pregnant lady, and she tells the pregnant lady, she says, I just made them virgin because you're pregnant. What else would you want? I just assumed you wanted them to be non-alcoholic.
Right.
And the pregnant lady, she says, just stared at her blankly.
Yeah.
Had nothing to say about it.
What are you going to say? You're pregnant.
Yeah.
So, I know, this person did the pregnant lady a huge favor. You know what, though?
No, that baby's just a mess anyway.
I was going to say, this lady's going to go drink somewhere else.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so you're supposed to respond with initials as to whether or not you think the person's an a-hole or not.
Mm-hmm.
YTA. If you respond YTA, people are saying, yeah, you're the a-hole.
You're the bad guy.
Yeah.
If you really didn't feel comfortable serving her, you should have told your manager and not made that bad decision on your own.
Right.
I don't agree with that.
Well,
many users pointed out that the server didn't actually know if the woman was pregnant, and the 14 weeks long quote is really not sufficient evidence.
there's more than that in the actual story. When she wrote it out on the actual Reddit thread, there's more. There was a few times that her pregnancy was referenced. She was pregnant.
Someone, unless you saw the woman pee on a pregnancy test, you have no way of knowing for sure that she was pregnant.
Except for that she said that she's pregnant a bunch, and then when the lady they talked outside.
This person says she could have been talking about someone else, a past pregnancy, or she could have been planning to terminate a pregnancy.
And she says that she saw her, that she was pregnant.
And even if the woman was pregnant, many commenters pointed out that it's really not a random stranger's place to intervene. You don't get to, you know what though? Every single one of these bars has a sign up that says ingestion of alcohol by pregnant ladies could screw your baby up.
Right. Yeah. and you could get fetal alcohol syndrome. It's a big deal.
You don't get to decide what another person of legal age decides to consume. Mind your own business.
See, you're Frank. You're always on the side of the don't be a Budinsky. Come on,
that's true.
Don't be a Budinsky. It's not your life.
Well, the only question I need to answer is whether or not the server was an a-hole.
Well,
I say the bartender was an a-hole. Like, you stupid putts trying to follow the rules to a T.
I say the pregnant lady's an a-hole.
Well, yeah, but the bartender,
she's
too.
drinking. She's feeding an unborn child booze.
Yeah, but this chick wouldn't even have been busted if it wasn't for the dumbass bartender.
Well, he said that he did it, this again in the actual Reddit post, was because he did it for inventory purposes. Like, you've got to keep track of how much you know, so...
Some folks felt the server should have just refused the drink orders instead of being deceitful.
Yeah.
You would not be the a-hole if you told her what you heard and said you didn't feel comfortable serving her alcohol.
Right. Well, that would cause problems.
You also could have cut them off once you saw that they were intoxicated.
Yeah, how about
also,
that?
by the way, this pregnant lady is drinking virgins and not even realizing it.
Right.
So, come on.
And in the Reddit post, she said that she seemed to be like feeling like the side effects of being drunk without even having alcohol.
Placebo.
Yeah. She was all like, woo!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so buzzed.
Yeah.
I can feel my baby dying.
100% made in America. More Frank now on 96.1 KLPX.
One time I was on the Frank Show Facebook page, and I saw a comment from a person that said dumbass of the day was the only good part of the Frank Show.
Wow.
Okay. Fair enough. Whatever.
And I thought, wow, that sounds like somebody that can only remember one benchmark that we do.
Yeah. Well, it is the most consistent, and it's actually, and you know what? It might be my favorite, too. It's the most fun, now that I think about it. You know what? Maybe I agree.
Well, then shut up. Let's do it.
I think you're stupid. Real stupid.
Who suffered brain damage? Brain damage.
Dumbass of the day.
All he wanted was some KFC.
Oh.
And a cigarette and maybe a few munchies. But he didn't have a car, so he stole an ambulance yesterday in front of a psychiatric hospital where he had been a patient.
Oh.
And then he hit the road.
Yeah, he did.
It wasn't an easy get. The keys were in the ambulance and it was already running. Oh, it was an easy get. After picking up his chicken, he headed for a gas station where a Harris County Sheriff's deputy caught up with him. I rolled up on him, opened the door, asked him why he had the ambulance. He said he needed a ride.
Yeah.
He backed out, put his hands behind him, and I handcuffed him.
It was an emergency. I'm starving.
The man is in jail charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. And then there's a photo. Deputies say the man told him he stole the ambulance because he needed a ride. But there's the KFC. Oh, looks like he didn't eat one of his biscuits.
Oh.
Seems wasteful. Looks like there's some unused gravy as well. And then there appears to be about 5 cigarette butts.
Oh, smoking in an ambulance. Don't they have like oxygen tanks there and everything? It seems like a dangerous place to smoke.
It would be, yes. I would think so.
Isn't that why we lost Apollo 13? Too much oxygen? Sparked a fire?
Maybe. That sounds right.
My 12-year-old just had first man on, so I've got all this astronaut knowledge.
Yeah. Look at you, the expert.
Two men became trapped in a shipping container full of cocaine in the port of Antwerp on Wednesday, the hottest day ever recorded in Belgium.
Oh, this just sounds like a nightmare.
As the heat rose, they made a desperate call to the police emergency line. It took officers 2 hours to find the container in the huge port, Western Europe's main getaway for smuggled drugs.
Imagine the conversation they had, right? Leading up to making that phone call, they're like, hey, mate, we're going to die. Yeah. Like, we need to call the cops. We're going to go to prison for a long time. We're with all this cocaine. So they had to, really be at the end to be like, okay, let's just call the cops.
Well, yeah. They were probably like, okay, what's our story? Why are we in here with all this blow? Oh, I don't know. We didn't know it was in here?
Yeah.
We smelled it?
With the guns drawn, police opened the door, and the exhausted pair, stripped down to their waist, gratefully gave themselves up.
Yeah.
Social media video of the arrest show port employees pouring water on the suspects to cool them off. as afternoon temperatures skirted 40 degrees Celsius.
And
40 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that's got to be like, over 150.
Yeah, that's a million degrees.
So I told you this the other day. The only way I know how to figure this out is Midnight Oil Beds Are Burning song.
Oh, yeah. So what is
Because he references in the song, burning 45 degrees.
Yeah, okay, 45 degrees. I
So-
can't imagine. 40 degrees is 104.
Yeah, so
Fahrenheit.
45 degrees has got to be like 112. It's Australian Outback they're singing about.
Yeah,
so
it's hot.
It gets every bit as hot there as it does in Phoenix.
113.
113,
Good job.
there you go.
Worst luck ever. The hottest day ever.
According to the statement,
Yeah.
according to the statement from Antwerp prosecutors, the men aged 24 and 25 had entered the container to remove drugs. The pair appeared in court on Thursday and were taken into custody.
But I think that, like, right before as the cops are opening the thing, I'd be like, let's just do a bump real quick. We're going
You
to
would.
jail.
It would have died instantly.
Officials have not confirmed the size of the cocaine haul found in the container, but a local newspaper said it could have been hundreds of kilos. More than 50 tons of cocaine from Latin America seized in Belgium's biggest port last year.
Oh,
50
boy.
tons.
Wow.
What's the street value to a cartel? 50 tons of coke.
No, I can't imagine.
It's probably close to $1 trillion.
Hey,
That's so
I know.
much.
I know 1 ton is 2,000 pounds.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought
So-
you were talking about street value.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
But 50 tons.
Of
That's is that 100,000? Is that 100 pounds?
I don't know.
It's
can't
100,000
even
pounds.
100,000 pounds.
Yep.
50 tons is 100,000.
Yep.
16 tons of cocaine is a street value of $1 billion.
That's 16 tons.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So double that, make it 30 tons.
30.
That's about $3.5 billion.
Yeah. So 50 tons would end up being about the 3.5 billion.
Yes.
Yeah. I said trillion.
Right.
I was close.
Just added a zero.
Okay.
Not a big deal. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, Dine and Dash. Las Cruces. On Monday, a Las Cruces woman was so hungry, she rode her bicycle to the Sonic on El Paso Road, ordered some food, and when the server asked for payment, allegedly told the server, "This one's on God."
You're never walking alone when Jesus is beside you.
The server,
He's going to get it.
the server told her, "That's not how this works."
Yeah.
and tried to keep the food from her, but the woman allegedly threatened him and came towards him for the meal.
Oh.
Court documents state that the server, in fear of getting harmed, gave the woman the meal she'd ordered and ran back into the restaurant where he called police. What are you doing?
Well, I wouldn't call police.
No, I
if they-
wouldn't either.
She stole a cheeseburger from me. She can have it.
Police later found the woman in a park eating the meal that she'd allegedly stolen.
Yeah.
Court documents said Dahlia told officers she knew what she'd done was wrong and even hesitated to eat the meal because she knew it was wrong, but decided to eat it because she was starving. That's sad.
Oh, man. They charged her with felony robbery?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It says the charge may be reduced.
I hope.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Oof.
It'll still show up as a felony if they do background checks.
Okay,
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
just because you keep showing up as a felony doesn't mean...
It's nonsense.
That'll probably happen to her, too.
A public information officer said Hernandez will most likely end up being charged with a petty misdemeanor of under $250 and be made to pay back the restaurant and possibly fined a small amount.
Yeah, the $5 that she stole from
Yeah.
him. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Final dumbass, Indiana. Indiana woman reportedly showed up to a meeting with a probation officer wearing somebody else's dentures. According to the Jennings County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, a woman reported her dentures stolen Monday and said Joanne Childers had not only taken the teeth, but it was also sporting the stolen smile.
She took them and she's wearing them.
The same day, a deputy had a meeting with Childers in which he noticed she was wearing dentures that were clearly not hers. On Wednesday, deputies located Childers at her home, spoke to her about the stolen dentures. While there, they reportedly spotted the dentures in question, easily identified by the victim's name written on them.
Joanne, are these your teeth?
Childers is facing theft charges, and the dentures have been recovered.
Yeah, they were
And
suspicious.
there's a photo. No, Brad, save your pun for off air. There's a photo of the missing teeth. All right, go ahead. Deliver your line.
They were suspicious when a female Gary Busey walked in, right? She looked like a female Gary. You screwed it all up. Screw you. I hate you.
I know.
You suck.
Great Gary Busey reference.
Whatever. I was like, who has huge teeth? Gary Busey. Everyone knows about Gary Busey's teeth. She looks like Gary Busey.
Yeah, and that was the problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there another big T celebrity?
Or maybe,
Julia Roberts,
maybe you don't have to reference any big teeth people at all. Maybe you take a different angle.
Oh, small teeth? I mean, like, if her teeth were smaller.
That's the only other. It's the opposite.
Yeah. Are you still with me?
The Frank Show on 96.1 KLPX. Here's Frank.
Christine, did I tell you that I ran into my golf nemesis on the golf course yesterday? I did. Yes, I did. I did. My golf nemesis.
I know who that is.
I got a text yesterday saying, hey, have you made up with this guy yet? Because we want to play this course and we need a fourth. And I texted him back. I said, no, I'm not made up with him. F that dude.
I'm never making up with him.
Not making up with him.
He's like your, remember on Seinfeld and they had Newman?
Newman.
This is your Newman.
Newman.
Every time you see him, Newman.
So here's what happened. This was a dude that I played golf with a lot, like a decade ago, right when he first started playing. I was there at the beginning when he first picked up the clubs.
Yes.
And we
there.
were with a group of like 5 or 6 of us that played a lot. Well, this guy...
it was like your clique, your crew.
It was part of the posse.
Yeah.
This guy got really good. He's super athletic. He was a great basketball player. Almost went D1, I think. But again, super athletic. And whereas I am the quite opposite.
Yeah, you're not.
Well, I don't have
What?
I don't. Yeah, believe it or not, Brad. Don't sound so shocked.
You were lettering in high school?
Well, I did letter in 3 sports in high school, but not golf. Okay. Shot put, track, and football.
Oh, track?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Shot put.
But
Shot
okay.
put.
Not running
No,
track.
not running
like,
track.
holy
Shot
cow.
put. Anyway,
Fat guys can push balls far.
that's right. Anyway, I go, no, I'm not going to play there. I'm going to play over here.
Right.
So, I don't know. It might have been like the 12th hole. I see this cart roll up on me, and I see the top of the head, and before I see the face. And I see the top of the head, and I go, what?
This guy.
Oh, man, it looks like...
Oh, no.
And then he comes up, and yeah, it's him. And I go, and this is exactly what I said and exactly how I said it.
Yeah.
I go, oh, you.
Oh, yeah. They know. When people get like that kind of acknowledgement, they know. They're not the most liked person.
No, he knows. I've not been shy at all about letting him know. But then he was like, hey, dude, we can play. No, we're never going to play golf.
Like, we're
We're never going to play.
Because now it's a pity play.
That's never going to happen.
You don't want a pity
Well,
play.
that was it. Hey, dude, come and play. No, you don't. Listen, I haven't heard from you in 5 years, so don't all of a sudden. This is what happened was we ran into each other back in April at another golf course.
Right.
And we hadn't seen each other in a couple of years, and he hugged me like we were long-lost bros.
Right.
And was all like, let's get out, let's play. And then it still continued to not happen. What I realized is the reason it wasn't happening is because he's a scratch golfer and I'm not.
Right.
He drives for show and putts for dough. I do neither.
Yes.
Which is fine. There's plenty of people I don't want to play golf with.
Drives for show, putts for dough.
Oh, that's an old
What is that?
golf expression.
And meaning?
Drive for show, meaning putting's more important than driving. Yeah, you're gonna put on a good show if you bomb a drive. People are gonna be wowed by it.
Yeah.
But the real test comes on the putting green.
Okay.
That's where you earn your keep.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry I had to explain that expression.
Wow.
I think you
I
need
didn't get it. It was weird.
new players that got game to play with you. Line 2. We got, listeners willing to jump on the course with you.
Who do we have? Who is this?
Good morning, all.
Oh, it's Laughing John.
Shut up.
He's got a question. Oh, he was just going to ask a question.
We got to go to break.
So close.
Well, it takes him a half an hour to get his comments out.
You can't stop laughing.
Getting there.
Yeah, all I can ever get from Laughing John is...
Yeah.
Talking about a good time. He's probably calling back. He'll ask the question quick.
Line 1, who do we have?
I guess he wouldn't let me run through, but let me talk to him and ask him.
You're on the air with him.
Yeah, we're on right now. Go ahead, Laughing John.
Okay, would you like to play golf with me? I have a new set, which I need to use and need to break in.
Hey, look at that. I like how he asked, too.
Yeah.
I think that's real nice, laughing, John. I bet you we'd have a real good time together. Absolutely.
Hey, one of these days we got to do it because I live all around Tucson.
Okay. All right.
He lives all around it.
What? Oh.
I don't understand why he's laughing. We got to do it one day because I live all over. What?
I'll do anything for $10.
Hey, you, pay attention. Back to the Frank Show now on 96.1 KLPX.
All right, 8:09. Happy Friday. Hope you got some exciting plans. I don't know what you're going to do. You going to grill? I've been doing a lot of grilling this summer. Christine, this summer has been grilling amenable.
Isn't that weird?
I haven't grilled in a summer for 15 summers.
Yeah, usually it's just too hot.
Too hot.
But for some reason.
That's what I tell my wife. I'm not grilling. It's too. Will you grill burgers? No, too hot.
No.
Well, you just put them in some water on the stovetop and crank up the heat. We'll do it that way.
Water.
You steam burgers?
You steam?
I was thinking of hot dogs when I said.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you can do steam burgers.
I bet I can.
You don't know how.
I know. Never heard of it.
I don't know what that is either.
I figure I just go on the interwebs and do a little Google machine thing.
Got it. Yeah.
Christine, this segment is a segment for the ladies.
Oh.
Hey, ladies.
And as such, I think maybe you should sit this one out.
Yeah. You're probably right. Yeah. I'm more masculine than both of you put together, so.
Whatever.
You guys go
I
ahead.
think she's probably got a point.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, a couple of these are going to point out how some ladies, not all, but some ladies got hit over the head with the dumb stick.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. I know.
Let me read the headline and then we'll get into it.
Okay, babe.
Women warned to not use ice lollies internally to cool off on a hot day. The ice can stick to the delicate skin of the vagina and cause real trauma and damage. Hasn't anyone seen a Christmas Story?
Yeah.
You stick your tongue on the flagpole, it gets stuck, the fire department gets called. What are you doing, ladies?
Oh, man.
Why are you sticking an ice lolly internally?
Yee.
Women are being warned that ice lollies are for eating only, not for internal use as temperatures soar. This is a European story, by the way, so a lot of these Euro ladies are doing this. A specialist doctor has warned inserting ice lollies where they don't belong could cause serious damage. Dr. Sarah Welsh, a co-founder of a condom brand, said women should not put ice lollies anywhere near their genitals.
Well,
okay. Now, hold on. Now, you're going to this, now, not ice lolly, but I want to know about glass.
Yeah, glass is fine.
Pyrex.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah.
That sounds like some Gwyneth Paltrow type of stuff, though.
No. They make the glass kinds that it's for that.
Okay, listen.
Really?
I've read this on the Twitters before that some ladies have a sex toy made of Pyrex that they can freeze or heat.
Yeah,
well, heat I understand because you're trying to match body temperature, but why freeze?
Why freeze,
it
Christine?
feels good.
Really?
It's great. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I wouldn't put it freeze. Wouldn't leave it overnight.
Is there
a couple hours?
Is there a lady that can contribute to this conversation that has experienced the ice cold, frigid feelings of a?
I met some frigid ladies in my day, but never like this.
No. And haven't you seen the movies where they put it?
No,
popsicle?
No, definitely not searching that.
No,
What?
Not yet, anyways.
No.
You haven't seen it?
Why am I looking at my phone like some lady's going to text me and go, yeah, I got it, ice cream.
I just told you.
Your wife?
When I worked at the porn store, we talked about it all the time. And the fact that, like, the Pyrex, glass things, they have instructions on how to do it. Yeah.
So you put it in the freezer or you put it in the microwave?
Yeah, you put it in the microwave. You can put it in the oven if you want.
Oven?
Yeah.
That's crazy town. All right. Who needs it that hot?
Well, it's like pizza. It's better from the oven than the microwave.
Yeah, right? A little crispier.
Yeah.
You just warm it up just a little bit. Even some hot water. Just warm it up. It warms up fast. It's glass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's not the kind of fragile glass that breaks. It doesn't. It's Pyrex.
It's the opposite for men. So, like, I have a thing that I could use, and you warm it up underwater.
What's it called?
BJ Betty.
Oh, yeah. And you warm it up?
Yeah, you want to warm it up. It's better if you warm it up, but you don't have to. But I can imagine if it was cold, it would shrink my stuff. It wouldn't be good.
Man, I just like doing it with a guy who's got a fever.
Yeah,
I know
that's
you
the
do.
best.
Hold on, Brad. I have a question.
Okay.
How old are you?
Old enough to legally buy a BJ Betty, but it was a gift from my ex-girlfriend.
I got another question.
All right.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. Ask away.
All right, laughing.
How long have you had this BJ Betty?
It's well used. It's my second one, actually. I broke the first one.
That wasn't my question.
You got another one on your own?
Then it's actually pretty cool.
Answer the question. How long have you had this BJ Betty?
This one's been a couple years. It's been my Tucson Betty. Gets me through those tough times.
You had a Phoenix one, too?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I tore that mouth up.
Wow. Okay, so you have had this thing. You've had two of them. Mm-hmm. The second one you bought yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I thought you said it was a gift.
Well, the first one was a gift. I wouldn't have gotten it for myself if it was gifted to me.
The first taste is always free.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a good investment. Every now and then, your hand is just your hand. You want to spice it up.
You listen to him?
Yeah.
I like candles.
You listen to him?
Yeah. I don't believe it.
And none of it's true.
No.
What are you talking about?
File this under things that never happen. You're not lighting candles while you self-pleasure. Shut up.
I do like to set the mood.
Shut up. Stop lying.
Romanticize myself.
All right. So here's another segment in this segment for the ladies.
For the ladies.
Christine, you'll want to sit this one out.
Yeah, okay.
Women
You're
lose
probably
out
right.
on 3 hours of sleep a night, and men are partly to blame. Sleep's an important part of life, but it turns out women are losing several precious hours every night. Why? What's going on? What are men doing? New research has revealed the average woman misses out on 3 hours of sleep every night, and men blissfully doze away.
Because?
And said males are part of the reason why the ladies aren't getting enough shut-eye, with a partner snoring, robbing many of their sleep, alongside other factors such as period pain and waking up to look for the kids. What? Who's doing that?
Who's looking for the kids?
I'm not looking for the kids. I don't know.
Just bulked up in a sweat. Where are my kids?
All of this is leaving a lot of women at the end of their tether. All right. Well, get a nap in then, ladies. Come on.
Yeah, snoring you could blame us for, but not your period. I'm sorry about that.
Not my fault.
Yeah.
I like
That was
the way
Eve's
my
fault.
boyfriend snores. I've never liked sleeping with anybody. In fact, I never have slept with a man before. But I like Joey.
But you're talking about
great.
literally sleeping.
Yeah.
Not like sex.
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
You know.
Old truck stop Levine.
Yeah, give me a break. For a good time call.
Okay.
Hi.
All right. This is the third story in our segment for the ladies. Christine, you'll probably want to sit this one out. Giving women testosterone after they go through the menopause may boost their sex drive.
You know what?
File this under duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Yoey takes the testosterone and I want some because I see what it does to him and I'm like, woo!
Yeah.
Oh, then what?
Give me a little snoot of that.
How often does he inject himself with the
once a week.
Okay. So if he's injected himself with 500 cc's, maybe ask if he'll give you 10.
I know. I'm like, you're being greedy. Shoot me up.
Male hormones reduce postmenopausal women's anxiety over sex. Oh, these ladies get the menopause and then they get all anxiety.
I don't know.
What, did my wife go through menopause at 25?
A little early, maybe.
What happened?
I don't know. But I mean, it does. I've heard that it and read that it does like help with.
Researchers want testosterone therapies to be marketed for women. The hormone is known to boost a woman's libido and help her achieve orgasm. Jesus Christ.
What?
Well, if it's helping ladies achieve orgasm, why don't they just sell testosterone at the grocery store?
Because all these women would have goatees and stuff. There are adverse side effects if you're doing it when you're in your 30s.
It's a lady dosage, stupid. They're not giving ladies enough testosterone to grow a beard.
Some ladies want to be really horny.
No, if it just had like a little guideline on the side, just about how much. Yeah. I agree.
You mean like serving suggestions?
Yes.
It'd be like, I can tell that chick is really horny. Oh, yeah, how? She has a beard.
You're right, though.
She's got sideburns.
All of a sudden, facial hair for women will be real in.
Professor Susan Davis from Australia said, our results suggest it's time to develop testosterone treatment tailored to postmenopausal women rather than treating them with higher concentrations formulated for men. So they're going to formulate a different testosterone therapy.
Obviously.
That's not going to give ladies ass hairs.
So it's going to be strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for a woman?
Maybe.
There you go.
That's what it should be. I mean, I see what it does to Yoey, and I'm like, got good muscle tone.
Nearly a third of women experience low sexual desire at midlife, which is associated with distress. Ladies, I don't know what to tell you. Shut up with your stupid stress. Just shut up. Just cut it out.
It's hard.
No, this is me. Shut up with your stress.
Why? Yeah. Pops a blood vessel in his brain.
Why are you so stressed? What's your problem?
Relax. Stupid.
God, if you just chill out, we can bone. Okay.
How can they turn that down?
I know, right? The only way I could think to signal to my wife when we were first married that I was horny was to talk in an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, and she got tired of that real quick. So.
You know what you could do is we could get some of that T-gel, and then we could, the testosterone stuff, right? And
yeah.
And you could be like, babe, how about I give you a massage? And you just like rub her all over with it.
Did she start talking back to you in an accent? Be like, it's not a turn on. I wish I could do Arnold because that would have been a lot funnier.
She just says, will you stop doing that, please?
Yeah.
Whether he's ready or not. Frank! Now back to the Frank Show on 96.1 KLPX.
Hey, Christine, good luck getting me to feel sorry for some bro that has a bad date.
Yeah.
Good luck.
It's hard to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We've all had horrible dates.
Mm-hmm.
Things don't work out. Some people are unlucky in love.
Yes.
But I kind of do feel sorry for this guy.
Really?
Yeah, I'll do a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, as an anonymous poster online described as online blind date from hell.
Oh, okay.
After a man's date insulted him and racked up a large bill at a fancy restaurant that she picked out, he revealed that he escaped through the kitchen door, leaving her to face the music.
Whoa.
The unknown user story was posted to Imager.
Imager? Yeah,
But there's no I in there. It just says Imager.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
His actions were mostly applauded by others on the thread, though. Mm-hmm. The guy explained that he'd been set up with the woman in question by a friend of a friend. After she selected the restaurant that they would go to on their date, the man said that they should go Dutch on the bill. However, the man wrongly informed her that going Dutch meant that they could split the bill equally. What?
Wrongly informed her.
Yeah,
I might have misread that, but...
Oh, the man wrongly informed her that going Dutch meant that they could split the bill equally. As per the post, the woman, whom he described as smart and beautiful, agreed to dividing the check down the middle.
Okay.
All right? So far, no harm, no foul.
Right.
So the man who posted under the handle of "Your stick figure family was delicious," he divulged that his co-diner ordered a $20 cocktail to start.
Whoa.
A pricey $75 surf and turf option, followed by a third and fourth cocktail, adding another $40 to the bill. In contrast, the guy only selected a $24 steak.
Right.
After the woman's fourth drink, the woman said to the date, "You're not particularly attractive, and we have nothing in common. I'm just here for a free meal."
Wait, well, it's
but
not
she
free
had agreed
for...
to go Dutch.
She's too dumb to know what Dutch is.
Yeah.
Well, or she's drunk and has forgotten.
Right.
Seeing red, the man excused himself to the restroom. He pulled their server aside to explain what was happening. He paid the waiter for his steak. He tipped 35% on the entire bill.
Whoa.
The waiter agreed to sneak him out of the restaurant through the back door.
Oh, I think this is fine then. He paid for his own meal.
Yeah.
That's great. She should pay for everything she ordered.
Well, yeah, normally these stories are the guy, ghosted or the girl ghosted and you're stuck with the entire bill.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with this.
While posting to Imager, the man inadvertently revealed that he had misunderstood the meaning of going Dutch. After he did not hear from the date after the whole ordeal, he stopped back by the restaurant later that night. The woman did try to skip out of the remaining part of the bill. She then claimed she had no money and had to wait for her father to come by and pay for it.
Yeah.
The user also explained that his friend cut ties with the other friend who played matchmaker for the duo.
Yeah, terrible match.
Yeah.
The man widely praised for his decision to skip out on the date.
Yeah.
You know, it's so funny. I skipped out on so many dates when I was single. If the internet was a thing when I was a single guy, I'd be an internet hero.
What do you mean? Hold on. You skipped out on dates?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Wait, why would you be a hero if she had treated you like this?
Right. Yeah.
But what are you talking about?
Well, I was on a date with a woman, and we went to dinner. First off, I'll never forget this. Hey, Brad, what you hit your...
I was way away. You can hear it from way back here? You so happy. Okay.
That's all I can hear is Brad sucking on his e-cig.
Damn. I'm working on that.
Yeah, go ahead with your story, Frank.
I was fully engaged.
We go to, what do you call it, Macaroni Grill?
Okay.
Another couple walks in on their date, except this woman's like 7'8". And they walk by the table, and I can't take my eyes off this woman for the sole reason she's Amazon. But the girl sitting across from me sees me looking at this woman, and this is a first date, by the way.
Yeah.
This is no place for you to tell me not to be looking at other women.
But it's bad optics anyway.
But she's 7'8". How can I not look?
I guess.
And I'm not looking as I'm ogling. I'm looking and saying, oh my God, what am I seeing?
Yeah, you're looking up at her butt.
So then we end up back at her apartment. I've told you this story before. We end up back at her apartment. We go upstairs to her bedroom. We're sitting on her bed while she pulls out all of her photo albums and gives me a dialogue of a play-along description of every picture. This is me and my best friend. This is me and my other best friend. This is me and my other best. And then I go, wait, is the restroom downstairs? I'll be right back. And then you just I just ghosted. I just walked out.
Okay, well, you're not. I mean,
it's because I knew I wasn't going to get laid.
Yeah.
Because all she was doing was showing me stupid photos.
Of course.
And I don't want to look at them. I want to get laid.
Yeah, maybe if you just sat through a couple more photo albums, you would have got it.
I sat through one entire photo album, and then she started in on the second, and then that's when I said, I got to go potty.
Okay, but you didn't leave her with the bill? Or
No.
Yeah, nothing bad happened. That's fine.
And I'll tell you what I would have done in this scenario that this fella found himself in.
Yeah?
Had a woman said something so unkind to me, I would have paid her half of the bill and my half, and I would have tipped 100%, and then exited out the back door.
What? Why would you have done all that?
Just out of rage.
Because he's a sucker.
Yeah.
Well, just
because you're doing exactly what she wants you to do?
Probably.
She wants you to leave her alone because she doesn't like you, and she wants you to buy her all that food.
And that's
you would have been like, okay.
Yep, I'm done. Yep, this is done. Everything's paid for. I'm out. Well, let's never see each other
That's
again.
exactly what she wanted.
Yeah, I would have given it to her.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, rather than like trying to do some sneaky arranging thing or like, sneaking around and talking to a waiter, hey, let's do this. No, done. It's all paid for. I'm out. See ya.
Wow.
Well, I think any guy should know, and every guy should know, if a woman orders the most expensive thing on the menu on the first date, she's not into you, and you're not going to get some, and she's just playing you.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Let me explain to you exactly what my wife ordered at our first restaurant date.
A salad, I'm guessing.
A salad.
Yeah.
And 2 cocktails.
There you go.
Love it.
And she didn't finish her salad, and I said, hey, you going to finish that salad? That's pretty good.
And I've been eating off her plate ever since.
Me and Yoey share a dinner and and a salad or an appetizer.
I would tell you this: my wife has some sort of germ phobia.
Yeah.
If I drink out of the 2-liter in the fridge, she loses her mind.
Yoey has that too.
And I go, stop it.
What
We're
the
a
hell's
family.
that? I know.
We all have the same germs.
Relax.
Well, you're going to get me sick.
Oh,
no,
you
you're
wish.
a kindergarten teacher. You're getting sick from the kids at school.
Right.
If anything, your association with me is building your immune system.
Oh
So
my God.
shut up.
Right? I tell Yoey handles cash all day. I'm like, that's what gets you sick, not me. Not sharing a glass with me or sharing a fork,
Handling
dummy.
cash.
Jeez.
Well, cash is just known to carry every bacteria and virus
I know.
known to man.
Right, but it's I drank out of your stupid straw. Yeah, that's it. You're a genius.
I find no fault with this solution. Well done, and kudos to that understanding waiter, too, one commenter wrote.
Yeah, they're both heroes.
Dude, you dodged a bullet there. Thank God you got out of there. The fact that this broad had to have daddy come pay for her half is pretty gross.
Oh, God.
One smart user suggested in future the man should arrive early and discreetly tell the waiter to create 2 separate checks.
Well, that's just cheap to do, right?
Many people joke that waiters who save the day in these awkward situations are the real unsung heroes. You could ask a waiter to hide a body for you, and they'd probably do it as long as you tip appropriately.
Yeah, you get to 20%? All right. Freezer's back here.
Come on.
We don't get a photo of the woman, sadly?
Yeah, I wish I could see a picture of her.
I guarantee she was hot.
Yeah.
There's a meme for this. Had a date with a smart, beautiful lady. We agreed to go Dutch. She orders the most expensive thing on the menu and has 4 cocktails. Nearing the end of the meal, she says, "You're not particularly attractive, and we have nothing in common. I'm just here for the free meal." Who talks like that?
I don't know. I mean, maybe she's British. She's rich or, spoiled, maybe entitled,
Fine,
obviously.
you got a free meal, and you're not into the dude. Do you have to be so mean about it?
Right. If you're going to call somebody ugly, then you need to at least buy dinner. I mean, give something.
I can't imagine talking to people like that, but I know there's, if you're hot, you're a hot woman and a little entitled. Yeah, that's what they do.
I'm sorry, but people like
Weird,
that, they need a smack.
Yeah, I hope she ages fast.
They need a smack.
She won't. She's going to be great her whole life. She's great.
People like this they never got smacked.
No one's ever going to touch her.
No one's ever
amazing.
smacked this person, and no one's ever said, "Hey, you don't talk like that."
She's going to be spoiled and awesome her whole life.
Remember the short guy at the bagel place?
Yeah. We'll go outside. We'll go outside.
I'm not afraid of you. You're not my dad. You're not my father. You're not God. You're not my boss.
Yeah, my boss.
Too much time on my...
Here's more Frank on 96.1 KLPX.
Oh, I like it when there's new dating terms. This one makes sense, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, have you heard of a hobosexual, Christine? A hobosexual.
You only...
That's someone who dates you for a place to live.
See, you thought it was something different. You're like, I've been homosexual a couple times.
Yeah.
Like, no, not sleeping with hobos.
Really? Okay.
I was thinking about this scenario. I was thinking about this scenario yesterday, Christine. I moved from Tampa to New York City in '97.
Yeah.
There were a pair of sisters in Tampa that I was friends with. The older sister and I had relations quite frequently. Real quick, I can tell you the story of how we had relations the first time.
Oh, okay.
She was over at my apartment, and I jokingly said, "I bet you can't make me finish in under 60 seconds." And she says, "Let's do it. Let's go."
Yeah.
And right then and there, and I lost.
Yeah.
Oh, dumb women just love a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yeah.
I can.
You can do that every time.
So then I moved to New York City, and I'm in my apartment. I've probably been in the city maybe 6 months at this point.
Yeah.
And this girl from Tampa rings me up and says, "Hey, my younger sister's moving to the city. We were wondering if maybe she could stay with you until she finds her own place."
Ooh.
To which I go, "Yeah, it's fine. I had the place by myself."
I know what you're doing.
So that girl, and if you asked me to remember both of these sisters' names, I'd be at a huge loss. I couldn't tell you at this point. It's 30 years ago.
All right.
25 years ago. But this girl came up to the city. She came to the apartment, and it was the second night she was there. We were doing it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't work out so well with the younger sister. I don't know what happened. There's a weird thing that happened.
Okay.
I think maybe I got turned off.
Really? Is that a thing, though?
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
I can tell you both off air what happened. What went down.
So bad that you have to say it off air. Huh? She had a penis.
I didn't find out till it was too late.
But she was the hobosexual there in that scenario, the younger sister.
Yeah.
She was living with me until she got her own place, and she was trading sex for rent.
Yeah.
Oh.
First couple of long-term relationships I had with homosexuals.
Really?
Yeah.
But you weren't expecting it, though. I mean, it wasn't like an arrangement. I mean, was it?
No. But I mean, if we're throwing out new dating terms, hobosexual, we were living together and having sex together, and I had no intentions of it ever being more than that. But
Sure. But
And probably neither did she.
yeah, probably.
Oh, but I wasn't going to say it would be for rent. I just thought this was two adults just having fun.
Women blasts hobosexual who tried to date her so he could crash at her house, only for him to label her a gold digger for rejecting him for being homeless and unemployed.
Gold digger.
Why are you a gold digger? You gotta have gold to dig.
38-year-old Jackie Cameron from California met Elliot on a fishing trip. After days of texting, he offered to come over and cook dinner, but she was busy. He then explained that he needed a place to stay and was angry when she refused.
Oh.
Jackie said she wasn't in a stable place for a relationship, but he branded her greedy. She shared their text on Facebook where users branded him a hobosexual.
I love it. That's great.
Oh, you just like guys that have, I don't know, jobs, and some money. And,
You're elitist.
yeah.
Jackie shared their, a hobosexual, a person who jumps into a relationship just for a place to live. Yeah. Oh, is this the lady, Jackie? Oh, well, there she is.
Yeah, what's she look like?
Well, you know.
She looks like a guy could be like, hey, I could bang this chick to live off of.
She looks like she's not in a place for a stable relationship.
There you go.
Is she wearing like a lot of hemp jewelry?
She's got a big red hat on asking for things to be great again.
Yeah, okay. Not good either. That's not good.
She branded the guy like, got no job? Liberal.
Jackie claimed Elliot pursued her after they met on a 12-hour deep-sea fishing boat trip with a ticket price of $150. And they continued texting for the next 4 days. And she initially thought he was joking when he tried to invite himself over to her house because he had no place to sleep for the night.
Yeah, I'd think somebody's joking too. I would be like, haha, you're funny.
Jackie rejected Elliot on the basis that his life was not stable and said she couldn't take care of him.
Right.
But she was forced to block him after he told her he was the stay-at-home dad type and branded her a gold digger.
Stay-at-home dad type. I got no kids. I got no home.
What's that like? What's the stay-at-home dad type like? I'd like to know.
Right.
Oh, I think I get it. Okay, so he's thinking you don't want me because I don't have any money. That's why she's a gold digger, because you only want men that have money.
Right.
Yeah, but he's talking about any kind of money.
Yeah, but I mean like $1.
Pocket change.
Yeah.
Pocket change for a big gulp.
Right, exactly. Loose change in your car pockets.
Probably all he has is change. She's greedy because she wants a guy that has actual bills.
Oh, this is Jackie's post. Gimme, gimme. She starts off. I met this dude while fishing, and he's been texting me, trying to come to Bakersfield. He lives in Peso. He wanted to head out today, and I was going to be pretty busy, so I turned it down. And then, #single life.
Oh, I think it's hilarious. She lives in Bakersfield. These are all...
I think it's funny they met while fishing because that's the only way he could eat is what he catches. So
she goes, I'm just really busy. She says, she says I'm really busy. He goes, I'll make you dinner. You're really sweet, but I don't know if tonight will work. Ugh. Let me know if you change your mind. I'm looking for somewhere to sleep tonight.
Oh my God. No.
I'll make you dinner. I mean, it's all your food, but I'll cook it.
Jeez.